Regional Airport hosted the Rise Above Quincy exposition Saturday and Sunday. The exposition brought awareness to the Tuskegee Airmen, also known as the Red Tails. The exhibit is run by the Commemorative Air Force and features the P-51 Mustang flown by one of the Tuskegee Airmen and the Rise Above Theater, which is a semi-trailer that played a documentary on the Red Tails.
The idea with the documentary was to support the story being told by the Mustang. The Commemorative Air Force's mission is, first of all, to be the flying museum. We want you to see and hear the airplanes in the air, but also to tell a story with the colors and markings those aircraft boast.
And the Commemorative Air Force will be running the display at the Quincy Airport tomorrow and the day after for students of local schools and members of local veterans homes.